He is entering his 6th year in the National Football League out of Alabama. He is Dre Kirkpatrick here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Dre?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm better for talking to you. How's your summer been?
It's been pretty good. I spent a lot of time with my family. Got to spend a lot of time with my son before he started back school.
Okay. And now you're back at work. You're back in the mix. What is the feeling around Cincinnati camp after what happened last season, Dre?
It's a lot of excitement. Excitement especially coming from we got everybody going into a healthy season right now. We don't have none of our key guys down. Everybody's picking up their roles and getting back into the swing of things.
And Andy Dalton's readiness to come back here and take controls of an offense that everybody's waiting for him to take deep into the playoffs, Dre?
Oh, yeah, man. His focus has been tremendous. I be looking at those guys kind of crazy sometimes when I see how late they stay and how early they get in. And, he's definitely willing to put the team on his back. Got a lot of enthusiasm behind coming to work every day, getting guys ready, correcting the huddle when the huddle's not ready. So I feel like he's definitely taking charge of the offense this year.
And how fast is John Ross? Is he 4.2 fast, Dre?
Man, the guy's fast, but unfortunately, he's dealing with an injury, so I haven't seen a lot of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know. I'm ready. I tried to run him down one day on kickoff on Red Team to give me a little shot, but he didn't really blow the gun that time. But
okay,
hopefully I'll see it soon.
All right. And how is Joe Mixon fitting in, Dre?
Oh man, he's fitting in well. I love the attitude, the nasty attitude, especially the way he runs the ball at practice. You can just tell you got a chip on his shoulder. And that gets me excited because they challenge the other guys.
But what does a veteran say to a young man like this with his history and everybody looking at him to see how he's going to comport himself and whether he deserved a second opportunity? How does a veteran like you and other veterans approach him when he walks into the locker room for the first time?
Oh, yeah, I feel like that's a great question. And, having my history and coming out of college, especially with the two arrests that I dealt with coming out, I just try to tell him, man, just at the end of the day, just come ready to work. Don't worry about it because when you're doing the right things, people tend to forget your bad doing. So long as you continue to do the right things, everything will work itself out.
But you did address this with him specifically?
Say it again.
You did address this. You did sit down with him and have this conversation specifically.
Not necessarily specifically. That's just something that I would say to him. But I definitely, just told him just keep his head focused. Mm-hmm. Watch his surroundings, and just come to work every day. But I haven't had the time to just actually sit down and do a counseling, something like that with him yet.
Bengals cornerback Dre Kirkpatrick joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. What do you think of Jay Cutler coming out of retirement, out of the booth that he really never even got in to quarterback the Dolphins, Dre?
At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure he still has a soft spot for the game, and by him coming back kind of shows that he still wants to play football, and why not? Because at the end of the day, when this game is over and they take it away from us, it's over. You only have your memories. So if you continue to keep playing, and if you positively want to be enthusiastic by the game and all into the game, why not come back?
Okay, he's not on the schedule for the Bengals. If you do play each other in the playoffs, so you could tell me you're happy he comes back because sometimes he throws it to the other team, Dre. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, I'd be definitely ready to catch one. That'll be my first thought process.
Mm-hmm.
I know his history. I've watched film on him. We played him I think it was my second year in the league. But I wasn't actually starting, but I just watched him. He gave us a few that game. So, he throws the ball careless, but you never know how he'll come out against us.
Now, what a lot of people are saying with Cutler, Dre, is that he wouldn't have come out with just anybody. It's Adam Gase, the coach who he has a relationship with, that really lent that, and obviously $10 million to him coming out of retirement. Do you have a coach that you've connected with professionally that you would go, should anything ever happen with you in Cincinnati, that you go to another spot because you've had some sort of connection with him?
Yeah, hopefully that never happens. Hopefully I can end my career Bengals. But Vance Joseph, he was as far as my NFL career, he was the first coach that I kind of got that coach and player kind of had relationship. And, he was great. He taught me a lot about the game, and he took time to teach me the game, and, I still kind of play under his rules right now.
So what do you think he's going to bring to Denver in that regard, Dre?
A lot of excitement. I talked to a few of those guys, and they excited about him. He's very relaxed. He's not over the top. He's not a big hollerer, and nowadays that's what guys, our job's already so stressful, so by his personality, they're going to love him. And I kind of sense that now.
Did you hear what Ryan Anderson had to say for the Washington Redskins, Dre? Fellow Alabama Crimson Tide. Did you hear what he had to say?
I didn't.
He did say that, quote, unquote, second-round pick out of Washington, going through his first training camp with the Redskins, practices there in Alabama are a little rougher than they are here, meaning in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that?
100%.
Really?
100%.
Why?
I mean, it's at the NFL. For one, you're dealing with older guys. Some team got players that's 35, 36, and they've been playing the game for 13 plus years. So that's one of the reasons why I sense that. And the next reason, with kids, those coaches have us in their hands. They know they have our scholarship. You're not dealing with money. So at the end of the day, you ain't have no choice but to listen to what they want you to do, and they're going to make the camps tougher and hard as possible.
Is it something that also Saban brings to the table? I mean, what's that like?
I mean, what he does is, trust me, they don't practice as hard as we did when I was there. And for whatever reason, it's definitely hard, but it's not as hard as it was. When he first got there, he was on the desperate end of the stick. Now he's on the back burner end of the stick. So it's, he kind of got the program set the way he wanted to be set.
So what do you mean the practices now aren't as strong? So hold on a second. So you agree with Ryan Anderson saying the practices at Alabama are a little bit rougher than they are in the NFL right now. And you're saying that Ryan Anderson's practices, as he knows it in Alabama, yours were rougher when you were there than the one that he was in just last year.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
How do you know that?
I mean, I went through this, just hearing the things that they do. Especially with the tour days. When I had got there, we had 8 to 9 of them. They getting like 2 and 3 now. So that's one example right there.
Okay. I like it. What do you think of Crimson Tide this year, Dre?
I don't like to do early predictions. I have to see, because I'm not there. I don't get to see those guys as much as I used to.
Come on. But come on now. Nick's going to roll the balls out and then 10, 11 wins.
They definitely going to play hard, but at the end of the day, I seen them get out-coached. So that was I've never seen that. And I feel like he got out-coached in the Clemson game. And, so I just don't know. I just got to see.
How do you get out-coached by Clemson?
I mean, when you got guys coming down running a switch release on the goal line, two touchdowns back-to-back, at the end of the day, you got to check that on the sideline after the first mistake. But it's on the players also, but it always falls on the coach, so that's why I say he got our coach.
Dre Kirkpatrick, that's what I mean. You bring the swag, you bring your 2 cents when you join here on the show. I love it. How old are your kids now?
He's 11.
Your kid's 11 now. Fantastic. So does he? Where is he on the football scheme of things?
Oh, man, he definitely tries his hardest to be as good as I was at his age. So, if he keep with that mindset, I think he can do some good things in his growing up career.
So what's your prediction for the Bengals this year before I let you go? Give it to me. What do you think?
I see us win 11 games.
Okay. And
that win 11 games.
That puts you in the playoffs, and then let's see. And then
that put us in the playoffs, and as far as I can go, because how
Okay.
I don't want to jinx myself. I just want to get in the playoffs and be healthy.
So you win your
healthy. I feel good about it.
Okay. So then basically what you do is you win your division, you get your bye week, and then you just got to get past Cutler in Miami is what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, Dre. I love it. You take care of yourself. I always enjoy chatting with you.
Yes, sir, no problem.
You got it. That's Dre Kirkpatrick.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you liked some of that, get some more of that on the Rich Eisen Show app. Follow all the information you see right here on the Rich Eisen Show.